Hey, what's up? Ken Beckford here, and I'm sharing this message with you because more so for me than for you, I guess. But not really, because the scales of life balances everything out, right? But today is the 9th of July, 2014. And it was on this very date some years ago where I had the chance to play basketball with the gentleman. Like, I played a game of Utah with two other guys. One of those guys ended up getting drafted rather, to the NBA, right? I'm gonna leave his name out of this, but that's my guy to this day, right? I learned a lot from him, and I wish he really could have did major things in the league, but it's in the cards for us what's in the cards, so to speak. I don't want to get too magical on you guys. I need to go to the bank too. So let me go to the bank, and we're gonna go to the bank while I shoot the rest of this video. I need to go to the bank and make a deposit, right? I have a trip coming up in a few months, so I'm gonna start focusing on making sure that I have my travel expenses laid out, as my mentor said the other day, right? She said open up another bank account for the travel expenses, but I have bank accounts that I'm not really using like that. So instead of like opening up another one, what I'm going to do is just focus on utilizing one of those for the travel expenses, right? So, like I was saying, today is a massive day in my life, a very prominent day in my life, because, like I said, I was playing basketball one day with some guys from my neighborhood, one who ended up going to the NBA, and another one who played college ball, right? And although I wasn't the greatest at that time, and part of the video, I know it's like, a little choppy and stuff, but if you could bear with me, everything will work out. Everything will work out great. All right, so we're playing this game, and I'm getting washed up. I'm getting washed up because my guys are like, they're very good. They're very good. Like I said, one ended up going to the NBA, and okay, they're gonna $50 in there. All right, great. I'll put it in there. I thought it was gonna be the other slot, but that's good. Take it. So I leave from this game after getting washed up by these guys, and I start returning home. So I walk home now. I believe I have my basketball, dribbling my basketball. I'm walking home, and I see an ambulance in front of my house, and I'm like, wait, right? And I was a tall kid. I'm like 6'2" now, something like that, and I wear like a size 13, 14s and stuff like that. And so, like, my mom, like, she's tall, right? And she has big feet, right? She was 6 feet tall, right? And she wore like a size 10, a woman, right? So that's pretty big feet, right? So I see these feet in the ambulance as I'm walking up the block, and I'm like, yo. So I start running up the block, right? I'm waiting for my receipt. Where's my receipt, dog? Let's talk about, please remove the receipt, and I don't see one. Okay, great. I don't see one. Yeah, so I guess, okay, it's printing now. Right? So, okay, good. So I see these feet. So I race up the block, and then I see my cousins in the ambulance. Two of my cousins in the ambulance, not in the ambulance, but in the police car. And the police car is like, and they're like, just be cool. Your mom, she wasn't feeling good. We'll be back. We're going to the hospital. Stay here and stuff. So I'm a young guy, I'm a young kid, so I listen, I just like, okay. So I'm home and I'm, just cooling out or whatever, playing a video game or something and waiting to see what's what. And all my friends are like outside, they're playing and stuff. And then my cousins come back and they sit me down. And I'm all laughing and kikiing, like, what's poppin'? Like, what up? Like, and I'm hoping like my mom ain't gonna be home for like a week or 2 weeks so I could be acting a fool and all of this other stuff. And then they're like, your mom has passed away. And I'm like, what? Yeah, I mean, I didn't even have time to say what. I literally started bawling from that moment on until like every ounce of H2O was out of my system. Like I was literally spent, finished. I was through, right? They had to carry me like they carried LeBron in the finals across the floor, like pretty much, right? I was finished. If you guys watch basketball, you know what I mean. If not, just Google it or YouTube it. LeBron getting carried off in the finals 2014. Like I was through. I was through, right? So I cried and stuff. And it was really the worst point in my life. I truly hit rock bottom at a very young age, right? And I really decided to I really started living my life like a monkey. And I don't mean to disrespect monkeys, but I mean like an idiot, like a fool, like a loser. And people were telling me all the time, like, yo, you need to step your game up, step your life up, stop acting crazy, and stuff like that. And I really had a hard time. I started smoking weed and smoking cigarettes and drinking heavy and I really got out of control. Started seeking God from everywhere at the same time, and I literally went crazy. They had to put me in a mental institution. I didn't really go crazy, but I went crazy. And people thought I was crazy, and then I started to believe I was crazy. But then I got reconnected with who I really was, what my mom really created, because my mom had high hopes for me. She had high hopes for me and my brother, right, who was just a little young baby boy when she passed away. She wanted us to be big. She wanted us to be major, right? And she even left me a message that I read after she passed away that just hit me in the core. Like, her message was reach for the stars. Like, and I've shared this with people before on a video, but it means a lot more to me today because, oh snap, look. He just stopped moving. Dragonfly just stopped moving. But that's crazy, right? But it means a lot more to me today, right? Because on this date, because this was the date that it happened. This was the date that she left us, right? And it was a crazy day for me. I didn't understand what I was going to do. I didn't know how I was going to make it. But then I did make a split decision that I would know, but I wasn't in control of my life. And that's where things got topsy-turvy for me. But now I'm a grown person. And now I am in control of my life. I am in control of my destiny. And so now I can make the declaration that I will reach for the stars, just like the message my mom left me. My mom told me to do this years ago. But I decided that I would much rather live in sorrow than live in celebration. I made that choice. But now I'm making a different choice. And I'm telling you today that no matter what your circumstances is, that you can make a different choice. You can make the choice to live in celebration of everyone who you lost. Everyone who then transitioned to their next assignment. Right? Because that's what it is. Because she's still with me. I could feel the spirit in the wind. Right? She's still with me. She's still with my brother. Regardless if he could remember her or not. He's still with my aunts, my uncles. Right? Still with the whole family. Looking over us. Along with my grandmother and my great aunts. And the other ancestors. Right? We have the ability to do greater things. So reaching for the stars is the mission. Reaching for the stars is what it is. So I command you to do the same thing. Reach for the stars, stand strong. Let's make it happen in 2014. I am going to be in Orlando fighting the forces of evil with my squad, with my team, with my family. And this is what it's all about. Standing up on your own too, making it happen. Leave a legacy, live full and die empty. My mom left me and my brother here to do major things. So this is what we have to do. This is what we will do. I believe that she did what she had to do by creating us, having us, showing us the way, showing me the way for sure. So I command you to reach for the stars as well. My name is Ken Beckford. Click on my blog. You want inspiration on a daily, you could go to kennethbeckford.com and get that inspiration, because that's what I do, right? I love you. Peace. Thanks for listening. I'm out of here.